Now, for this, I used about six potatoes, and I try to cut them in a square. And I just put, once you fried, so you're going to put your oil. I filled it up to like about there, not a lot. And then you want your oil hot. Not steaming hot, but you want it hot enough for it to, when you put in your potatoes are cut, they're nice and brown. Now, I put hot dog, turkey. I use the turkey. You can use pork, whatever you want. Hot dog, and I cut them again in little squares. I used about 6, and I cut them in half, and then I cut them in squares, you know. So I'm just gonna raise the flame a little bit here, so it could, you know, I want the hot dog a little bit fried, a little bit, not too much, but it gets a little bit. And then once this is fried, I'm gonna excrete the excess oil. Now I'm gonna leave whatever drizzling this pan has, and I'm gonna put it. Now I'm gonna drizzle. I'm gonna get my salt, and I'm gonna drizzle. I'm gonna put in some salt. If you want pepper, you could add pepper if you want. Sometimes I add it, sometimes I don't. It just depends. So this, I think I may leave it without the pepper this time. I'll just add a little bit more salt. Okay. Just, you know, salt to taste, not, I just add a little bit. I don't like to add a lot of salt to my food at all. So that's that, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to incorporate the eggs. That's going to be our... Okay, so now I have already extruded. This is the extra oil that I extracted with this spoon, and I've only left, as you can see, there's very little, enough, so then I'm going to put everything like that. And then this is actually already ready. See the sausages? I don't need a lot, just a little bit, just so they could get a little warm, a little not extremely fried like the potatoes. So now this is actually ready to incorporate and add my eggs. Now for the eggs, it depends on the quantity. I'm probably going to add between 4 to 5 eggs, and I'm going to put those in a bowl, and in a bowl I'm going to season those with salt and pepper. I know I said I was going to leave out the pepper, but I'm going to add them to the eggs. So, and once I add that, then I'm going to be able to incorporate that to our delicious dish, and then we're going to be able to enjoy a delicious breakfast. Yum to taste. So now I have 5 eggs. I've already added the salt and the pepper, and I'm whisking them, each egg, and I'm going to keep whisking until it gets to the consistency. So now my eggs are just how I want them. I've already whisked them, so I'm ready to incorporate my eggs to my... So I have it at a low heat, and you're just gonna drizzle it all of it until it all falls. Okay, there we go, all of it, and then you want it low, because you don't want them to start cooking without it. And with your you're gonna mix it. You're gonna mix it. We want everything to get mixed with our everything to get incorporated with my kids, my family, my husband, my kids love this dish. This is something that, you know, my mom makes at home. I've actually added the hot dogs and they love it. And the eggs. You know, it's something that they like. So once it's all incorporated, and you raise the flame up to like a 2.5. You'll notice that once the egg starts cooking, okay, it's gonna start to get into the flavor of it. So it doesn't take that long to start cooking. And keep in mind that, okay, so I'm going to come back to show you what the consistency and how it's all come together into this yummy, delicious dish. As you can see, like it's already starting a little bit to get into this course. See how that the egg consistency is starting to incorporate a little bit more, so it's starting to cook. Now I added, I made the mixture was with 5 eggs and salt and pepper to taste. Don't want to put too much because keep in mind that we've already added salt to the potatoes when they were frying along with the hot dogs. We'll see. Okay, so it's been like 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, and this is the consistency we have. Still not there yet. But it's getting there. I raised the flame a little bit, but once you raise the flame, you really have to keep moving it anyhow, so it's doesn't stick. Because keep in mind that we excreted all the oil. The reason we excrete all the oil, so when you're eating, you're not dripping oil. Of course we fried it, but you're not going to be dripping your tacos. Because this, I have my comal, and they're like, what's a comal? Well, this is my comal. And it's hot. I'm going to put my tortillas there so we could have this meal with a yum tortilla. We're going to drizzle it with queso ranchero on the top, cheese to your flavor. Doesn't have to be queso ranchero, could be Oaxaca. A lot of people like Oaxaca cheese, and that's yum, or queso cotija, the cheese of your flavor. Panela, any cheese you want. Mozzarella cheese, you want to put some mozzarella cheese, put some mozzarella cheese to get a flavor. If you don't want cheese, if you're lactose intolerant, don't add cheese. You don't have to. If you're egg intolerant, don't add the egg. Just potato with papas. Potatoes, papas is how we say it in Spanish. And hot sauce, okay? But with my kids, you see how it's getting, and I'm getting that all coming together, and see how it's sticking. It's yum. That's actually what you want. You want it to stick together, and then it starts like that. See, like flaking. Once you see it like that, it's good to go. So I keep doing it like that. And this is something, a delicious meal. My kids love this, like a lot. This is a particular breakfast dish, it could be a lunch dish, it could be used as a dinner quick dish. It doesn't take very long to cook. You know, within maybe 15 minutes you'll be eating there and having breakfast, lunch or dinner, whatever you choose to make of it. It's economic, you know, it doesn't cost a lot of meals. All you need is hot dogs, eggs, and potatoes, and salt and pepper to taste, and you know, of course, the oil to fry it in the initial stage. So this is ready to enjoy as a family. Con my family here, a beautiful Saturday, and we're gonna enjoy. You know, you want to incorporate with something to drink, you know. You can make either, depends on the day. Over here it's raining, but my kids like it with their regular glass of milk. And yeah, this is see how it comes together as a whole. That is yum and done. I'm going to turn off the flame here and enjoy.